What's up, guys? Update on the rear subframe. I got the lower control arms removed. The bolts that hold the lower control arm to the subframe came out fine. The nut and bolt broke loose, but the actual sleeve, and I'll throw a picture of that part that I'm talking about, the sleeve was seized in there on both sides. That goes through the bushing that's on the rear subframe, and it's those two, the one I'm pointing at here in the video. I ended up having to use a Sawzall just to cut the sleeves, just so I can get the control arms removed. Now, before you do remove the control arms, make sure you guys use a good tool to compress the spring. I ended up using one from AutoZone, actually two of them, so I can keep the springs compressed the whole time they're removed from the vehicle. And the reason for that is so they can stay on the control arms. Since I was going to reuse the same lower control arms, I know where the springs are as far as the position. And when I put them back up, I know the spring's going to be compressed just enough to reinstall the lower control arms back onto the subframe and bolt them onto the lower part of the knuckle where the ball joint from the lower control arm goes on. So right here I got the CV axle out on one side. I did end up having to remove removing the hub and bearing assembly on the driver's side. So I'm going to be putting all that back together once I start finishing up the job. That's going to be one of the last things I do, I think. So, and right here, the lower rear forward control arms, as you can see, I took the nut and bolt off of one of them, and on the other side I'm going to do the same. Pretty much going to break it loose with the impact. That wasn't seized on or anything, and it's just a long bolt that goes all the way through. It ended up not being seized in any way. It was pretty rusty, but it wasn't seized, so it was able to come out on the driver's side. I expect the passenger side to be pretty easy to remove. Differential back here, we got these two bolts. Hopefully break loose pretty quick, pretty easily. I gotta remove this bracket. I thought it was holding this thing on, but it's not. I think it's just to hold the spare from crushing this. If you ever put a spare back here, I don't, because I have taller wheels or bigger wheels than my stock wheels, and one of those extras, one of those spares does not fit back here. So rear diff, we gotta disconnect the drive shaft, support this. We got, again, we're facing towards the front of the vehicle right now. We're underneath it. We gotta take out these two bolts, two here, and then another two on this side, and then break these four main bolts loose. I did try to break this one loose already. It broke loose, but I'm pretty sure the nut on top is spinning with it now, so I'm gonna have to put a wrench up there and use the impact on the bottom. And then that's it. I don't see any other obstacles along the way. I thought I had to remove some other things. Looks like no, maybe not. But I thought I had some ABS sensors, the harness is attached to this, but I'll double check it, but I don't think they are. I think they're on top of the actual frame of the Sequoia and not on the subframe. So I think we should be good. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, the main bolts, 2 for the diff, these 2 for this bracket, and another 4 up here for the front of the differential, and then a drive shaft, which should be able to break loose pretty easily. So probably something you can do alone. We'll see how it goes. Apparently people are still blowing fireworks, even though it's the 102nd of July. So anyway, here we go. Hope this helps, guys. I'll check in with another video as soon as I got everything kind of put together.